Well, we have our very own Megalodon expert in the studio here. He also has the weather. Thomas Schaffernacker.
Don't know about expert, but yes, anybody that knows me well know that I'm obsessed with sharks and yes, very jealous or envious of that find, I should say. Anyway, a little too cold to go into the water, I think, for most of us, even though temperatures are expected to rise over the coming week. But overall, the picture is looking relatively unsettled, and it's a very different picture, I think, today, particularly in the north with the rain. And this is indeed this week's rainfall across the UK. You'll notice these bright colours here in the Western Isles of Scotland and Western mainland Scotland. Quite a lot of rain to come with these weather systems piling off the Atlantic.
Hello, good afternoon. It was a chilly but a sunny start earlier on this morning, as illustrated by our weather watcher pictures here from Kingston upon Thames and again from Waterloo. But there is a weather front out towards the northwest that's throwing us some high cloud, and that cloud is going to be with us as we head through the rest of the afternoon. You can see that in our picture from Surbiton Zoo in Kew Gardens here.
On to the weather. Lovely day out there today.
Was it?
It was.
I didn't go out. I've been at my computer all day.
The sun's been shining, temperatures are rising. Is that the official way of putting it?
Well, the trouble is it's going to be a bit iffy the next couple of days and get a little bit cooler, but it's all looking nice into the weekend with things warming up. Let's take a look. Well, not everyone loves a bunny if they eat the tops off your newly planted out seedlings, but like that, they are rather gorgeous, aren't they? And this is Blue, the not-so-blue dog, enjoying the lovely blue skies. So a little bit of a mixture of the weather over the next couple of days. Start off with a bit of a cloudy day tomorrow, a bit of patchy drizzle around, but it should brighten up as we go through the day, but feel a little bit fresher tomorrow. And into Wednesday, looks like we're going to have some rain moving in from the west at some point later on probably, but the details still a bit uncertain. We'll keep you posted.
Hi there, Fiona. Thank you very much. Good evening to you. Well, changes have been taking place with the weather this afternoon. We've seen low pressure sweeping into northern and western areas, bringing outbreaks of very useful rain. In the next few days, it will stay on the unsettled side, quite breezy with further rain or showers at times. And it will be quite a windy day to come. Mid to high teens for most. We could see 20 degrees across the southeast. Once again, pollen levels will be quite high, maybe not quite as high as what we've seen over the last week or so. Still high in the southeast, but with the showers further north and west and the breeze, it should help alleviate some of the levels there. Further showers and sunshine on Wednesday, some spell of rain pushing through England and Wales. That could provide some rain for the gardens. Otherwise, high pressure starts to build in later in the week and things are set to turn sunnier and warmer. Fiona.
For a look at the weather, which is rather nice, Elizabeth. Hello, certainly was Riz today, but it was a rather chilly start. Temperatures dropped to low single figures actually earlier on this morning, but a beautiful cracking start to the day. Lots of sunshine around. Of course, sunrise is at 5:15 at the moment, so you'd have had to be up really early to see those low temperatures. Of course, it warmed up quite nicely. Some high cloud with the weather front out towards the northwest, just throwing us all of this cloud throughout the day, and the sunshine did turn rather hazy at times, as you can see from our lovely weather watcher picture here from Kew Gardens. For the next couple of days, there will be some weather fronts with us, so we are expecting a bit of patchy rain. Not enough to sort out the gardens after our long dry spell, but a bit of wet weather here and there, and it'll be feeling a little cooler before it warms up again as we head into the weekend.
Parts of the southeast have enjoyed one of the warmest days of the year so far, but it's been a tale of two halves, with much of Scotland and Northern Ireland suffering windy and sometimes wet conditions. Well, Alex is here, and yeah, it's a mixed picture, Alex, but it was glorious at the BAFTAs yesterday. I saw your pictures from the red carpet.
Yeah, it was a lovely day, actually. Often, well, you know what it's like. You're walking down the red carpet, it's raining, it's cold, and you want to get inside. But yesterday was one of those days where everyone was walking that bit slower because they wanted to take in the lovely sunshine, which many of us had up and down the country, actually. This is Durham Cathedral, looking very pleasant yesterday afternoon. Some decent sunlight lighting up the trees and the buildings there. Coming a little bit further south, though, well, this was the scene at the badminton horse trials. Oliver Townend, gold medalist, in fact, enjoying a very fine day with sunshine overhead. And there is talk that we are going to see more of this warm weather as we head through into next week. Now, over the next few days, it will be a little bit up and down, but this is towards the end of the week, into the weekend, and for the start of next week. We can all but dream, but we're going to see this warm air feeding up from the south. And by the time we get to Monday, we could see temperatures in the 20s, maybe the high 20s as we push on a little bit further into next week. But of course, with this weather, I must point out that we are going to see higher levels of UV. So if you are going to be out and about, even for short periods of time, make sure you do whack on that sun cream. And of course, with finer weather, as that high pressure builds in for the weekend, hay fever will also be on the up. As for the next few days, we're going to see a slight drop in temperature. Today, we saw 23.3 again across the southeast, which is equal to our warmest day of the year so far. But as I say, a bit cooler and more changeable for the course of the next 3 days. And there will be some rain around at times for those of us in the northwest. You'll already know about that. And it will be a bit cooler over the next few days. But as I mentioned, warming up as we get towards the weekend with high pressure starting to take control. But it's low pressure which keeps our conditions fairly changeable over the next couple of days.
Can I use the word heatwave?
No. Right. And we don't have time to get into it. We'll talk after the show.
OK, that's me told in that case.